Yo, huddle up, huddle up,
Huddle
huddle
up,
up,
huddle up,
huddle up, huddle up, huddle up, huddle up.
We back again. We got the Ravens Huddle, episode 3.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all listening. We just had the draft this past... What day was that now? My week has been crazy.
Thursday? It was last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Yeah.
And we about to discuss these Ravens pickups.
Big stuff for the Ravens. I want to say the biggest takeaway before we start getting into this more than anything, we filled a lot of the spaces that I felt that we needed to fill up.
That's what I was going to ask.
That's all I really cared about. I feel like I didn't. And the funny thing is, I don't know if I was looking at it right. Bleacher Report put out something as far as the grades, as far as all of the teams got on a draft class, and this is just a quick point. I didn't see the Ravens on there, but we can keep going.
I think I was looking at a few random joints. I did see this. I think
What did they got?
A or A minus?
I thought so because
somewhere
I felt like this was A in my mind, like how I looked at the draft picks because of the needs that we filled. So as far as what we were looking at.
I was just going to ask, you kind of answering it, but just as an overall, just a macro level, how'd y'all feel about the draft overall?
I felt great.
The draft itself?
Yeah. But y'all,
I was only
for the Ravens.
You alluded to it, but I just wanted to make sure I asked across the board.
I got that.
I was only dependent on one piece, so I'm very excited.
Rich,
definitely an A.
Yeah, man, we can go ahead and get into it. So with that very first pick, we picked up out of Clemson Nate Wiggins
Yes, sir.
at number 30.
Yes, sir.
Heard he's the dog corner. There's a lot of people, him himself, he came and visited us. He told us, we told him, I should say, if you drop, we taking you. And the Ravens are always like that. They take, in that first round, we're going to take what we deem as that piece that is the best at that time.
Yeah.
So even if it's a corner, if it's a lineman, whatever is right there, typically is what we're going to take. So I wasn't mad at the pick. He seems like a strappy corner. We need that. We got Marlowe and them coming up as far as in age.
Marlowe looked like he was losing the step last year.
So
no disrespect.
We got to start looking for replacements.
I appreciated that pick because people was like, why would y'all want a corner? I'm like, Marlowe.
I like it.
Well,
he's great.
Because
but he losing the step.
The cornerback situation was a little up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brandon Stevens came and was playing fairly well, but there was injuries and a lot of little things, and some big plays would happen every now and then.
Yeah,
the Steelers game, even some of the big plays at the end of the Chiefs game. Like the Chiefs, that wasn't killed. There was some big plays that happened.
Yeah.
But what I like about the pick, the dude is fast, man. He ran like a 4.2.
Yeah.
But it's not that he's just fast, yo. The dude, when he's locked in, he's really fluid. He's got a lot of he got really good at ball. He's got good instincts. Yeah, I mean, he a ball hog, which can be a little bit dangerous, but sometimes you need a dude like that.
I don't even want to call him a ball because he understands routes, so he's
he if you watch
as
some
far
of the
as
stuff,
what he's seeing,
he be jumping a little bit, which is not necessarily a horrible thing. The good thing is he's going to the Ravens, so they're going to put him and scheme him up and get some of the bad habits out of the way. But the Ravens have had some good ball hawks that.
Yes,
they've worked very well historically,
ball hawks of all time.
And we're gonna get into the second corner a little bit down, but they got him and another corner. They got size.
Yeah.
Not as far as height. He's a little slimmer in build, Wiggins, but 6'1", long arms. He's rangy. He plays rangy.
Yeah. What's his weight? How much does he weigh?
I think he's about 170 something. So he's a little slim. He's a little slim. But the Ravens going to make him. They're going to toughen him up.
Yeah, he get to about 190 something. He'd be all right.
He'd be
maybe if he get to 185, he might
make
be
sure
all
you
right.
good.
He'd be all right.
He might. Yeah. But very fast. Let's say he put some weight on him, and he ran like a 4.28 if I'm not mistaken. Let's say they put some weight on him. He's a 4.35, but he's still nice and he's more physical.
Yeah.
Like dog, you ain't got to be extremely fast. Like,
the defense was already crazy, so this is only adding on.
Well, we lost some of those corners from last year.
Yeah.
So we lost Darby. Did we lose Darby?
Darby was a hitter.
We lost like 2 or 3 guys.
Geno
Stone is gone.
He's not a corner, but like
he's more the safety.
DB.
And they tried to address that.
But he's in that DB
too,
room.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah. But we can.
I was hype about the tackle, yo.
That was what was about to go.
Let's roll right into it. Yeah.
I've been saying
that was the next pick.
How long have I been saying that? Number 62. Like everybody, bro. Please.
Everybody been saying it, yo, because the line is a little up and down. Some games Lamar Had a lot of times, some games he did not. And then, of course, what's the name was always hurt.
Yeah. Piece is so important. If
then
you
they lost
somebody
Moses.
to come up under him.
Yeah, so salute to that's number 62, Roger Rosengarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosengarten.
Yeah.
Roger Rosengarten.
He played on that good line in Washington. Mm-hmm. That line
Big boy.
was nice.
I think they say he didn't allow like a sack his
at all,
whole senior year. Or
Did you watch?
I can't say all 4 years.
Did you watch Washington at all?
Nah.
I caught him in one of those playoff games. I did catch him.
I seen about.
I think it was the first playoff game they was in.
5 of their games, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, both the what's the names. I might have caught 6 of their games. But anyway, they got they had a brick wall, dog. He was a major piece to that puzzle, yo.
Tough.
Like the light
That's
size. He's pretty. His athleticism
is he mobile?
is pretty good.
Can he get moving?
He's got some pretty good athleticism.
That's what I want to
see. He's going to be able to step right in, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless for some reason I don't see him being bad. I see him stepping right in and playing well. Of course, you got to grow throughout the year.
A year or half a season behind Ronnie Stanley just to learn.
Well, they might put him on the opposite side.
I think if he's that nice, he should be the left tackle, bro.
Well, if he's that nice and Ronnie's
they're not
healthy, they're going to play both.
They're
going to play both.
Because we lost Moses.
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm saying. They lost Moses.
He's got to go
that's
to
what
the
I'm
right
saying.
side.
I'm tripping.
There's a reason he's on.
They locked it the center position.
Stanley right now.
They also in the draft got a center, depth as well. I'm not going to get too much into that. We won't touch it, but they did do that. So they trying to give Lamar a lot of time, and they also trying to build a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Now we did address also the defensive line because we know we lost Clowney, we lost some other pieces as well. Uwe teaming back up with his old teammate up from Penn State. His name is Adisa Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adisa, or however you pronounce it, is Adisa, I'm not sure, but Penn State looked like a dog coming off that edge. We need some more edge rushes.
I like that. I did see his.
Uwe just signed back up again. I think we picked up his 5th-year option. We picked up his 5th-year option, and when you have like the young boy out of Clemson meeting up now with the linebacker we have potentially taking Queen's position, Trent Simpson. They teaming back up. They were former teammates together. Now we got another set of teammates together from college. That already builds that camaraderie. You can kind of bring them in, especially if they playing at the same positions or on the same side of the field. These two play literally probably going to be opposite each other, I would think.
That'd be hard.
And then you got them back. You got the middle linebacker potentially at Trent Simpson, and he's going to be able to at least feed the young boy.
I also looked at it as he possibly because when you look at him, he's got some height, but he's kind of slim. Mm-hmm. I see him possibly playing that Patrick Queen position. That's what I see potentially.
The guy we brought in?
Yeah, Adisa, Isaac.
Was he? Does he play middle line? Has he ever played that though? Because he seemed like he had the hand to the ground.
You gotta think about it. They got like a hybrid situation because the true middle linebacker is Roquan. Now they play it where they both kind of fill that position in a way.
They have those two.
Yeah, but like he can kind of free roam a little bit and do a lot of that other stuff. They might put him,
they could
down there. But I when I first looked at it, I said, are they trying to?
They just seem super high on Trent Simpson. Like
he's a pure. He's not the
EDC and all of them have been talking about this kid a lot for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in preseason because I liked him on Clemson and I liked when we picked him up. Because he seemed like he was one of those small linebackers, just like Patrick Queen, where he was smaller. He wasn't the biggest linebacker coming in.
But that's when everybody was. Remember when the first reports were national media was talking about like, oh, that was a big loss. Patrick had an excellent season. He was really good. But we all, if you from here, when Roquan came, it made his job much easier. And one of the first things I said, and we talked about it even before we called the Raven Huddle, was like, that position, they're either going to sign somebody to kind of fill it, or they're going to draft somebody who can give you similar production, They might not be quite as good because he's had a few years. He's gotten better. I'm not going to play him like he's just some scrub and he only going to be nice here. He's going to they do good schemes and they play very well over there with the Steelers. So I expect them to have a solid year. Maybe not the same level, but I was like, they can fill that position. They kept Roquan. Yeah. That was the key right there.
I really believe Trent Simpson going to be something this year. I don't know why, but I got him just filling right into Patrick Queen role.
Because Patrick Queen...
He's young. He's hungry. I'm pretty sure he's very hungry to get out there. because he was playing kickoff team
before Roquan. I always bring that up. I hate to be that guy.
He was definitely about to be out.
He was on the chopping block, yo. We was like, yo,
that's what I'm saying. Nationally, you don't realize. If you were here, everybody was like, man, he about to be on the way out, buddy. He not going to get that. He's not going to get re-signed, yo.
Yeah. But last season he did shit.
And he played very well.
So that's why we always got to give him respect. But
all right.
I think we made the right decision if we got a young nice dude.
Yeah, so if we going in at 113, we ended up getting out of USC Devontae Walker. UNC, I'm sorry.
He was out there playing with Drake May.
Yeah. Looks like a tall, rangy kind of wide receiver. Deep threat.
Yeah. They finally brought in a wide receiver that's over 6 feet.
Yeah.
But that's
big guy that can fly too.
They question his route running abilities, and I've seen UNC play once, and I've seen some highlights because I wanted to see. Well, actually, I might have seen them twice. So I went to watch Drake May because I was wondering if the Giants early in the year were going to have a potential to get him. And I remember they were hyping him up since the previous year.
Yeah.
So I watched him a little bit. Like he's definitely fast.
Okay.
He plays with range. Solid hands. The route running ability is a little bit questionable. The only reason I wouldn't OD trip on that, one, because you're going to get better coaching, but two, like you got Mr. All the routes, Zay Flowers as well. You need somebody who's a big target on the outside as well.
Some nasty, ugly, get it done.
You already got Bates, you got Aguilar, so he doesn't have to feel like he's coming in and has to do everything. You just got to come along nicely, and hopefully Bateman. I was going to say Bates, but anyway, Bateman just gets a little more consistent. If that happens, yo, like all he got to do is come in there, get on that outside. If he can get loose, toss that thing up, man. Like
I think Bateman, if he could stay healthy, he gonna shock the world, bro. Because he's still athletically
should
have been like he like Rudy Gay, bro. He's like, yo, you can do that, yo. You got
seen
the
some
perfect body
plays,
to be that guy,
it's the
bro.
consistency.
And there was, I think RG3 just had something where he was talking about how much Lamar believes in Bateman. So he's riding hard for Bateman as well.
Because the boy
because
is
of
nice.
the stuff they did in practice.
Yo,
I think RG3, it was stuff that he's seen in practice while he was there.
Well, one, he got to stay healthy.
Damn, this kid is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
We've seen him get not even just catches. We've seen him get catches up the middle and break them too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the talent.
He can do it, yo.
He's got his hands got to stay consistent. He's got to stay healthy. But a part of the timing and consistency is just staying healthy.
Yeah.
Because remember when he was last year,
he was all right when he was getting into rhythm and he was playing games in a row and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like that. I think it's a lot of good receivers in this draft. I was wondering if Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice, was possibly. I was saying before the draft, if he falls past the third round, I just felt like I don't want to shift off somebody didn't get drafted, but I was like just thinking about size because it kind of relates. He's about the same size, and I was like, that's a kid that's a his father was in the NFL. His father was a late round pick as well, and just got better. I'm like, you might want to bring a kid in that he's been around the NFL and stuff like that. But this pick. Hey, listen, they brought in a guy that has the ability to be someone who you can toss out to, catch it, you can throw it up a little bit, and it's not necessarily a tight end, so it's a really good pick to me.
Yeah, so we're going into the fifth round now. Was it the fifth round? It was the 130.
Fourth. They had 2 fourths.
Oh, it's just another fourth round.
Yeah, they had 2 fourths.
So 130, we took TJ Tampa, another corner.
And he shouldn't have fell that far, I don't believe.
I think we got lucky.
Where did he play in college?
Iowa State.
Yes. He's another rangy, about 6'1".
So we picked up. This is what I was saying. Is just picking up them pieces missing in that corner position. Because Millette, I think, did we lose Millette? Did we keep Millette? I think we kept Millette.
No, he might have. Because we might have said
we
Rich
kept
the boy. Hold on, I think we might have kept Millette.
We lost. We might have lost Millette.
We lost Millette.
I don't want to.
I think he might have went to Jacksonville.
We had a whole thing where we talked about.
Or was that where Darby went?
It's
one of those places.
It was something. Either he signed
but
somewhere
either
else.
way, these are pieces that we needed to pick up, bro. The cornerback position is something that we, like I said, we don't know when Marlo going.
Yeah, he's still a Raven. Because I think we sent the text saying, yo, you kept your boy.
They locked my boy in, so he's going to be there. He was injury prone too because he was a dog. The boy was in there making tackles. I seen him in one of them games. He got about 10 tackles. Millette is what I'm talking about right now. But I'm excited for this kid because just another corner to learn under that room. Hopefully he stay on the team. These are when you're getting into them later picks where sometimes it may not be where he stays with the team, but we can see what happens. I like the pick.
Nah, this ain't he if he stay with the team type dude. I mean, anything could happen because it's the draft. Anybody could be a bust. But this is a dude that could have easily went in the second round.
Okay.
Easily, like
so
potentially.
we got it as a steal.
Nah,
this is what I was talking about, where the Ravens will sometimes take what is the best that is available. So they might have seen this kid.
Later
like,
than
holy
third
shit,
round,
this kid
really?
is still here.
That's my personal opinion. I think he could have went in the second round with no problem. But there were a lot of tackles, and a lot of people always trying to build their line, so a lot of tackles were getting grabbed, and there's a lot of wide receivers. So this is one of those years where a lot of offensive players were getting taken, and some other years he probably would have been a second round pick. But he's a little more physical. They drafted two tall, rangy corners that have good football instincts. You know how the Ravens are. You got good football instincts and you bring certain qualities. They're going to try to figure out the rest because they always going to scheme you up. And if you make it, you make it. That's on you. But, like, I feel like both of these, they're going to be able to play immediately. Yo.
Yeah.
They already expected Wiggins to play immediately, first round. But, like, I think both of them are going to be playing early. And everybody talking about the nickel packages they're going to run. Bruh, they got the... I'm telling you, they creating that no-fly zone, yo.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch. So long as we can keep the pressure up front a little bit, they're gonna be all right.
They kept Mad in the middle. You always got to have some pressure up the middle.
Is Pierce still here? I think we kept Pierce as well.
Yeah.
So we still got them two up front.
He's a big boy. Remember that one game he was shaking off?
Continues to improve.
The young bull that we just picked up. It's guys that we definitely gonna be straight. And we still got I forgot about my boy Van Noy. They brought him. The Wally veteran Van Noy coming back.
Exactly, he be slamming folks when they get aggressive. Yo.
Van Noy did so many good things last year.
Yeah, like bro,
it was absurd.
He was that guy that made that one play to be like, all right, yo, we got out of there, yo. They got to punt the ball.
That 32, yo,
he definitely played a little bit better than people thought he was going to play.
Yeah, he played great.
He played really well last year.
Dog, man. Especially off the couch. I think he was coming off the couch when we picked him up. He wasn't on nobody's squad.
Yeah,
what does he do? He just be in the basement and just do like the deadlift like 47,000 times.
He was in there.
The bench
he was ready.
Staying prepared, yo.
At least he stayed ready. He didn't have to get ready, man.
Yeah, be doing the swim move, just tackling a tree.
Now we picked up a speedy running back.
Machine Ali.
Yeah, out of Marshall. And I only seen him with his breakaway kind of joints from Marshall.
Yeah, I'm not going to even. He's one of the people I haven't seen.
Yeah, I didn't really get a lot.
So I had to look that up a little bit more than everybody else.
Okay.
For what I seen, looks shifty. He doesn't look tiny. He like could do a little bit of anything. He looks like I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I thought was they're gonna get 43. You know, I be thinking so.
Not Keaton Mitchell.
No, not 43. I say 43. What's the running backs?
Justice Hill.
Justice Hill.
Oh,
Justice
yeah.
Hill. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm like.
Okay, I see that.
Potentially, because that's what he reminded me of.
Gotcha.
When I was looking at the highlights and stuff like that, like shifty, he looked like one of them people. One or two games, man, he'll get you 85 yards, and they all be really good, important yards out of nowhere, yo. He break a couple runs here and there. That's the first thing I was thinking of, because the Ravens. What's the one thing about the Ravens? It's how you remain an excellent franchise.
Excuse me,
bless you. If you have a system that has worked, you tweak it over the years as the game adjusts, but you keep your system. So they bring in guys who try to do similar things to the guys they previously had, and they try to wean out the guys that get older and just rotate that system. That's why when they really was going downhill was the year they got rid of everybody at once, and it was no rollover effect. So they had to start from scratch, which was not smart. Like after they won the Super Bowl, and Ed was gone, Ray was gone, this guy was gone. They paid flat It's like, dog, you can't just get rid of all of these people. We got to keep somebody. I think maybe Suggs might have still been there.
Sizzle was
maybe. I think that's about it, right?
I can't even.
But it wasn't. Remember, a lot of the key people were gone. Yeah. It's like you can't do that as a franchise. You got to kind of roll and rotate these people gradually. But they wound up. Lamar helped them buy some time. Mm-hmm. They reestablished that identity, specifically defensively. And now they back to just, you can see the pieces they putting together, because these corners, they kind of remind me of McAllister in a way. We can just start naming names after a while, but they,
I'm excited.
I like what they did.
I'm excited with that one.
The only last pick I kind of want to talk about, they wound up getting a center at his backup. They wound up getting another safety in the 7th round. I seen the kid, Devin Leary. Because I think he was playing on 2 different teams. I think he played... Was it North? I think it was North Carolina State, and then he went to Kentucky, I believe, after that. And he balled out one of them years at NC State.
Okay.
And then he had a solid year. I think he got them to a bowl game, Kentucky, last year when he switched out of SEC. and it wasn't a crazy year. But Kentucky kind of weird. You in the SEC and you don't got a bunch of high rollers with you, dog. You ain't gonna do but so much unless you a monster.
Yeah.
At quarterback position, but he played decent enough, well enough for them to get like 7 wins or whatever. An older player, somebody who should be, I think he might be like 24.
Mm-hmm.
He's an older player, somebody that we're not trying to. We just want somebody who could potentially come in and he knows how to play football.
Yeah.
So if Lamar goes down, we just know because he might be the third guy on the list, honestly, at this point. But they definitely lost Snoop.
Yeah.
So he might,
Salute
they just
Snoop,
like, we just need to get somebody in who knows the game of football and can fill in if we need be. We have a crazy running game. We're building on a running game. An older guy who's smart. If he got a decent line, let's just try to, get through the game. So that pick I kind of understood, especially what it was like round 6?
Yeah, 218.
Yeah, because I know some people were like, what's going on? I'm like, they just, you got to get an insurance policy. You lost Snoop. That was the biggest insurance policy. Yeah. So you bring him in and see how he can do. But
that's how you know I'm slightly casual because I didn't. How many rounds is it? I didn't even know it was 6 rounds, yo.
7 rounds, Mike. It's been 7 for a long time.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
It might be our whole lifetime.
I'm a Ravens fan, but I never watched over the 3rd round.
Nobody ever really watches it like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, after the 3rd round, I catch the updates.
Yeah, you just get the.
And if I'm in the crib, I'll keep the TV. One of the TVs just on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and you'll hear it in the background. So
you'll hear the ding that.
So if I hear the name of the team coming up, then if it's a team I'm interested in, then I'll go look real quick. So I don't never sit. You can't. Watching after, specifically the 3rd round, sitting down is kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
If you don't have a stake in getting picked, you're not supposed to be watching.
I'm not gonna say his name, but you're invested if you watch that without nothing no interruption.
A salute to the Ravens, man. I'm hyped, bro.
Let's go, man.
2024, 2025, bro. We looking forward to it.
Fast and agile.
That's what I want to talk about. Lamar, man, he looked mad slim, yo.
Yeah.
He looking fat.
Because I feel like he's not going to get hit this year. He's just going to be throwing the ball and shaking off to get out of bounds. Like, finally.
My theory is last year.
It's Derrick Henry now.
And it might have also been, I don't want to be like, some people just try to give. He might have came in a little heavy because, it was interesting last year and he coming off an injury.
He just got that fat contract too,
but
man.
he came off the injury too.
Went to the club.
Well, they was dealing with the contract and he was coming off an injury, so he might have came in just a little, out of what's the name, but also he could have been also putting on weight to try to stay healthy, which I think is also a possibility. Mm-hmm. And think about it, he stayed healthy last year. That's the healthiest he's been in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So it might have worked in his favor, but I believe, this is me, I think he was like, all right, yo, I trust that I'm older, I'm gonna stay healthy, and I'm smarter. Let me slim down and get my speed back, because if you watch last year, he was still shifty and fast.
Yeah,
there was a few runs that we were like,
they caught him.
He would have broke that into a touchdown
where he didn't go.
Yes.
This is the time to go.
Especially in that Chiefs game. I was killing me.
Oh my God,
yo. So part of that might have been him like, yo, dog, let me just shed some of this, because we seen. Listen, ain't in the game, but we seen the video with him running with the kids, and I seen a couple other things.
Shaking
He looked like old Lamar flying around out there.
My boy moving. I seen him in the city and everything too.
Yeah.
Like
he be out
in the city.
He be promoting the local restaurants.
Yeah, he was at a local restaurant.
Yeah, he always.
Fire. I love it.
Lamar for the people, yo.
I love it.
Big year coming along. Lamar liked the draft. I saw him.
It's a good draft, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. I got Super Bowl for us. We need it. I need it.
Yeah. And they got to come out to the D-Generation X theme song.
Established early, bro. Dominance early.
They might be able to get that off in the Ravens stadium.
I'm very intrigued to see how the defense looks. That's the main thing for me right now, is how the defense going.
Man said they're going to be flying around.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
New defensive coordinator. They got to believe in my man. They seem like they do. They got hype when he got hired for it.
He used to play for us, bro. He know the energy,
and the players that's there was hype.
So
I could get out there with y'all.
Yeah, they hype.
We would have played football.
Yeah, like they seemed immediately like, losing. McDonald was really good.
Super good.
For them to be like immediately right after, like, yo, we ain't missing a beat. That tells me we don't need to speculate.
Yeah,
they know what they got in house. Yeah, I mean, so
maybe he was running things all along. I don't know anything. That's a legend.
I heard a lot about Mike McDonald. They've been.
I can believe
him and the brothers. They've been working with a lot.
That's
of
the best our defense has looked in ages.
Yeah,
so
we were
I was
phenomenal, dog.
It's been a
That's
long
why I
time.
can never
It's been a long time since we was that dominant. So
yeah,
salute to the Ravens, man, and we here.
Yes, sir.